Hello and welcome back
to Socially Unsocial. I'm Patty.
and I'm Danielle.
And we're your hosts.
And we are so excited today because we get to talk about pet peeves. It's like the thing that drives me crazy.
It is Super Bowl, Christmas morning, all the birthdays combined for Danielle. That is what this is.
I don't like my birthday, so it's not birthday.
That's, you know what? That is so trendy to hate, to be like, oh, I hate my birthday.
No.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be trendy.
You really hate it?
I like celebrating other people. People celebrating me makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Okay, I can understand that. Nobody likes to be sung happy birthday to.
Yes, there are. Anna celebrates her birthday for an entire month. If you allowed her to celebrate it for the entire year, she would.
No, I know a lot of people like that, but in the actual singing of the song, does she like that? Sitting there while everyone's just looking at her?
I'm sure she does. Anna, are you listening?
My birthday's on the 4th of July, so I could do without a room full of people just wanting to be at the barbecue. And now since they're at the barbecue for my family, they have to sing happy birthday to me. And then I hate that. I hate it so much. I don't like being sung to, but I do celebrating. I'll celebrate all year.
So should we start celebrating your half birthday? So then it's not on the 4th of July. So you pick the half birthday where you could actually celebrate with the people you want to celebrate, not with the people you have to because it's a barbecue and it's the 4th of July.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like we did this year, I celebrated my birthday a week early. And I got to choose who I wanted to hang with.
Yeah, that was good.
And there was no fest going on. It was just fun. It was just a little party.
Yeah. I just enjoy being a fat pig and being like, yeah, I get to go to dinner, like a really nice dinner. That's what I like about my birthday.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You have to celebrate.
Well, yeah, celebrating is great, but behind closed doors.
So no surprise party for you? Have you ever had a surprise party?
And
Oh, wait.
Yes.
One year we tried to surprise you at first place and you were mad. Do you remember that? That was your that was not your 40th.
Then my husband and my sister tried to do my 40th when you guys were you there with the horse?
Oh, the horse. Yes. Was I there? I was galloping around the restaurant with a horse mask on in your honor. Yes, I was there. How dare you forget?
I'm sorry. I feel like it was like repressed a little bit because I don't like surprises.
When you walk in and there was a whole long table full of us wearing horse masks.
That was good. That was fun. Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
And they told us wear the horse masks because she hates surprises. So this will ease her into it. Like she'll like this though. Like she'll enjoy this.
I'm glad my people know me.
100%. And some of us were still scared. She really is going to hate this.
Oh, Lord. So highs and lows really quick. So then we can get to the nitty gritty of the podcast.
All she wants to talk about is pet peeves. She's like, okay, just say one word, highs, or one word only, so we can talk about pet peeves. Yeah. Okay, my high is my boss took the time to call me, and we had the connect session and caught up. And during it, she said that I was on their list of top performers.
Woo!
Yeah, so it was really nice to hear. It's really nice to be recognized. It's really nice for somebody to say, hey, I didn't get like an award or a trophy or anything, but just to be like told you're doing a good job. We see you. We appreciate you. So that's definitely a high.
That's an awesome high. She must have listened to our podcast. I was talking you up, so now I'm inspired. I better tell her she rocks before she goes back to that other studio.
I know, right? Whatever it takes. What was your high?
My high. So, as most of you've been listening episode after episode, I am engaging in Sober October. So we are almost through October, and I am moving along fantastically. I don't miss alcohol. And I'm saying this like I feel like you guys are all like, man, was she a fucking alcoholic? Like, no, I'm not. I do enjoy my vodka and my glasses of wine. But this was something I just like to do at least once a year, just to know that I can do it and that I don't rely on alcohol. But I've made it. And honestly, there was only one day that I actually missed it. It was like, oh man, I can really use a glass of wine. Really gotten into these mocktails at the restaurants. I was at Chiku the other day and my two friends were like, oh, well, we shouldn't be drinking. I'm like, no, this is something I'm doing. Have a glass of wine. And the guy's like, we have mocktails. So I had their blackberry virgin mojito and it was delish.
That sounds good.
I don't know. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, I bet that you are more clear-headed when you wake up during the day. You probably have more energy at this point. Yeah. Alcohol is horrible for your body.
Yeah, so many things. So I've been feeling good. I've been feeling good about my decision. So Will I keep it going into November? Maybe I'll try as hard as I can, but then that's also Thanksgiving and there's a lot of family stuff. So definitely might need some.
Might need a little liquor.
Yeah.
So question, when you said that only once you were craving to have one, was it a good day or a bad day? Were you out at a party, at a concert, and you were like, oh, I just want to have a drink in my hand? Or was it like, today's been a long day and you want to sit on the couch and pick your feet up?
I think it was a combination of both. Like, it was a long day. Like, my day started at 8 a.m. with work. My last appointment was at 5 p.m. And then I was meeting 2 of my friends for dinner. So I think it was a combination of just being exhausted and just wanted to unwind and turn the brain off. Mm-hmm. And then it's situational. Oh, you're sitting with your girlfriends and they're having a glass of wine. So you want to have a glass of wine and have a talk with them. But it was okay. And I was okay telling them my story, like telling them it was okay for them to drink. Mm-hmm. But this is something that I'm choosing to do and I want to know I can do it. And they were pretty awesome and supportive with that. So it was great.
Wonderful. That's great. Cool. So it was like a double whammy. It was like a day of all days. But you did not succumb to it. You just had a blackberry mojito. Yeah. Virgin.
And which I'm very proud of myself too, because usually I don't like stuff like that either. If it had alcohol in it, I probably wouldn't have ordered it. It probably would have been like too sweet for me. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I enjoyed it without the alcohol, I don't know. I'm growing as a person.
Look at you adulting. Sober October. Congrats. That's wonderful. Oh, does Jay not like when I say adulting?
No, but he was mad at me. Everyone else could say it, but he was like, speaking of pet peeves.
Jay needs to come on the podcast and talk all about his pet peeves.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy that he listens. So that when he was like, he texted me like the other day and he's, I'm very disappointed. I just listened to, I don't even know what episode it was. But you said adulting. We have like words, mutual words together that when someone else says it in our presence, we look at each other and be like, oh, for sure.
Oh, I love that. Speaking of people listening to the podcast, my sister texted me like last week or the week before out of the blue. And she goes, okay, so I'm getting rid of my minivan. And now she might actually be wanting a new car. So I didn't really know where she was headed. And I don't want to be presumptuous and be like, you must have listened to me talk about minivans on my podcast. So I just said to her, I was like, oh, why? And she's, I'm listening to the podcast. So now I'm like, not cool, huh? And I was like, no, you rock that minivan. You don't put any dings in anybody's door. And you more power to you. I was like, maybe just don't listen to Tiesto blasting, trying to hype yourself up to go teach a fitness class.
Or maybe listen to Tiesto while driving a
normalize
minivan,
it.
And you will be super cool. Cooler.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love the takeaways or the things that resonate with people that they will come out and tell us, I heard this part and it made me laugh, or I heard this. It's great to know.
Yeah, it's so funny because I feel like once we're in post-production, editing it, there's things that we'll go and take out, or I'll say, Patty, what do you want? And she's like, I think we should take this out and I'm like, no, it really fits well or whatever. And then just to know some of the stuff that we were going to remove because we rambled on too long, it connected with some people. We love that. So keep the feedback coming, text messages, Instagram messages, Facebook messages, just give us all the love, even if it's bad love.
I know. Just warn me if it's going to be bad. My emotions can't really handle the roller coaster that is feedback. It's hard.
We are going to toughen Patty up. We are going to do that. Make her thick-skinned.
We'll see. Let's talk about some. Oh, wait, we didn't even get to our lows.
Yeah.
Now I'm the one excited about talking about pet peeves. Okay, so my low was that it was a slap in the face that fall has arrived and winter is coming and germ season is upon us because we had a bout of bad virus going around, one after the next. It took almost half the family out. So I am happy to say we're on the tail end of it. And oh gosh, the ashwagandha. What else was I taking? Colostrum. My vitamins. Nothing could fight this. Actually, I'm not sick.
So it is the ashwagandha.
So it is.
Yeah.
So the rest of the family needs to get on board with all my supplements.
Get them the gummy ashwagandas.
Okay, this morning, Joseph
okay.
Joseph saying to me, injury, mommy, I need injury. And I'm like, oh dear God, yes, you are going to injure yourself because you're so wild. But what are you trying to say? He's injury. I need more injury. I was like, are you trying to say energy? And he could not say the word energy. So now me trying to say ashwagandha.
Yay!
It also reminds me in Friends when Phoebe's trying to teach Joey.
Oh, I just watched that one last night. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Je m'appelle Claude. Jababoo, ba. She's like, no, je m'appelle Claude. And he's like, la vedi, da. My kids, on a serious note, they all have speech delays and had to go through speech therapy. Joseph's still in it. But that is... I resonate so hard with Joey trying to learn French because that is exactly what it's like trying to get your children to speak if they are struggling. I also had speech delays and same with my husband. So like it's a whole thing here, but oh gosh. So, okay. Ashwagandha.
Yeah.
And you're low.
Oh, all right. So,
ooh, this is going to be good.
So one of my things, I don't know. I think a lot of people are like this, like bugs, rats, anything like that. Like anytime someone just talks about it, like I get itchy and I think things are crawling on me and I feel like I need to take a shower. So unfortunately this week I went to show a unit and they obviously had sprayed because they were dead. They were dead. They didn't come back in time before I went to show the apartment to clean them up. So there were like dead roaches everywhere. And then I was just like itching, and then I like came home and bleached my shoes outside and shook out.
Why bleaching your shoes?
Like because if you walk on them, like sometimes they like the eggs get stuck in your shoe. Yeah. Oh. So I left them outside, sprayed them, and then like, shook out all my clothes, and just literally was like, I need another shower, which I had just showered an hour prior to that.
Oh
so,
no.
Yeah, this the things you see, especially in like multi-unit buildings, just because you can't control the way other people live. So, So then I was like literally itchy
for days. Thank you. Now we are all going to be itchy for days. Everyone's going to shower and bleach their shoes.
Yeah. So be careful if you do end up stepping in an area with a lot of roaches. Make sure you leave your shoes outside and bang them out so that those eggs don't come inside your house.
Yesterday I was talking to Michelle and we were talking about ants, and ants are bad enough when you find a old fruit snack under your couch surrounded by ants. SOS, call in the team, let alone anything worse.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Jay's not leaving fruit snacks underneath your couch half eaten. No. They have to be half eaten too. That's all.
Yeah, the juice and the syrup and the sugar ooze out just to track them all. Yeah.
Do you remember Gushers?
I love Gushers.
Right?
Love Gushers.
Those are that fruit by the foot.
No, fruit by the foot, no. Gushers and just regular fruit roll-ups. The fruit by the foot did not have that same like texture that I like from Gushers in a fruit
super
roll-up.
Chewy.
Yeah.
Yes. But the fruit by the foot is so fun because it was like an activity, like a yo.
Yeah, they buy you bubble tape.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah, I'm weird about texture because like when I buy my Twizzlers, Red Vines, my Sour Patch Kids, my gummy bears, I have to leave the package open for a little bit and have them get stale. Yeah, that's why I like the Harborough, which I don't know if I'm saying incorrect, but those gummy bears are the best gummy bears because even when you don't buy them, if you still buy them fresh, they still have that give.
Wait, I used to think those were the best gummy bears until my friend went to a factory. What is it?
Oh God, you're going to say it. And I have a whole
I don't know it.
Home. They're the white package. Yes. My cousin Tony loves those too. Oh, they're terrible.
They're the best. No, Tony and we know what's up because those are the best. No. So good. I forget how good they are. And then I open one. Sometimes my kids get the little mini packages for Halloween.
Yeah. That's the Harborough ones, and even the mini Harboroughs are the best.
No, those are way too hard.
They're so good.
You chew them for an hour. So I like grind my teeth at night. So there's no way that my teeth can handle gum chewing or stale gummy bears. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you chew gum.
No, I don't anymore because my jaw cannot handle it.
Oh, interesting. I wish Jen was like that because her chewing of her gum and popping her gum drives me crazy.
Yeah, pet peeve.
Yeah. The snap. There's a girl.
I did not hear her snap it.
Oh,
I can't.
Listen next time. Now you're not going to be able to hear it. There's a girl in my gym class that I had to stop like standing by because she constantly would pop her gum. And that was like getting to the point where I was like twitching. Like,
at least it's distracting you from the workout though.
Not in a good way. Like I already got things going on up here.
Yeah. Like my mind is already not physically with my body. Like we are two separate animals here. I don't need to be distracted. Noises is very hard, especially it's like that. It's such a buzzword, but being overstimulated by like sensory overload and noises. That's
there's that scientific word for people who suffer for noises. I always call it like mesothelioma, but I know that's not it. That's a cancer. Like, but there's
I don't know either of these big words.
I have to look it up. Meso, but I have it for sure because watching, or I shouldn't say watching someone eat, listening to people eat.
Yes,
I'm not even trying to be funny, but I think. Even my husband says there's one day I'm going to have to be put in a padded room because the sounds just keep getting worse as I get older.
You need the earbuds that are noise canceling.
So I need to walk around with them constantly in my ears?
I don't know. It's heavenly when I put them on. It's heavenly. And sometimes I'm just like, if I've just had overload, I put those on and it helps.
Misophonia. Misophonia.
Huh.
A strong dislike or hatred of specific sounds.
Yeah. Do they give you how to cope with that?
Yeah. Straight jacket. And of course I married my husband who has the world's thinnest mouth.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. I swear to God, if we were to take a measure and measure Mike's thickness of his cheeks and Jay's, I swear to God, Jay's would come in very thin. Not even joking. I could hear him and I listened to him eat cottage cheese. Have you eaten cottage cheese before?
Do you hear the slurping of the cottage cheese?
No. It's the chewing. The
cottage cheese is not chewed.
Exactly. But I can hear it. Slurping. Oh, don't even start. People with their water. My aunt always laughs when we're like in a room and someone's got the water bottle in their hand and they're crinkling it. Oh, yeah. And she looks at them. She goes, "You better stop or Danielle's going to get pissed."
So yeah, it's like your thing. Yeah. Everybody who knows you knows that.
Yeah. They've been warned. And some people do it out of spite. Like on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
So do you have a lot of pet peeves or is it just me?
Honestly.
Please tell me at least you have 3.
I'm sure I do. I have one I can think of off the top of my head, but I grew up in a really big family. Like I say this all the time. I'm one of 7. You don't get to have pet peeves.
Yes, you do. Things should still be able to bother you.
No, there was so much going on all the time. Noises. I'm more uncomfortable during silence. That's why I think I don't like yoga because it's like my brain needs constant. That's where I feel safe. I feel safe.
You don't believe in a comfortable silence?
Oh, no, I do.
Okay.
But is there a fan going somewhere? Is there a breeze somewhere?
Oh, it's like ambiance.
Yes.
Like your sound machine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I need ambiance for sure. But did we get through our highs and our lows?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we've like officially arrived at the pet peeves.
Yeah. Now I have to think about it.
You're like, have you been here? Sometimes we go off on tangents, so I don't know.
So hard.
Every listener listening is, we know. You don't have to tell us.
Adderall for everyone.
This girl I follow on Instagram, she posts a lot of stuff and she's been posting this natural thing to focus. And I was like, I should get that, shouldn't I? And then finally she said, I stopped, or you don't have to take Adderall. You could just take this natural one. And now I'm like, okay, wait, but I think I'm sold now, right? Like now I have to try it. Also, I don't want to try too many things at once. I don't want to introduce myself to too many new good habits because then I don't know which one I need to stick with.
Exactly. Yeah.
And which one is just not even working.
Placebo effect.
Because Ivy said that ashwagandha was nothing for her.
But now I need to really dig deep to find out if they sell the one that we're supposed to be taking or what the difference is between the one we're taking and the one that technically does all the holy or godly stuff.
Ooh, I didn't know one did godly stuff.
I don't know, but there we go.
Watch out.
I feel like that's a healthier rabbit hole that I can go down versus the ones I have been going down because, guys, you hit it like, if Kristen Cavallari ends up dying of pneumonia,
I'm going to freak out. I saw that. I'm like, what are you doing, Kristen?
Hollywood's going to cancel her, because my rabbit hole I went down last night, Matthew McConaughey, have you seen? So scary. So they said he spoke out against Hollywood. And now if you look at his pictures, even just from a year ago to now, it looks like he is like a bot, a clone. His eyes look so creepy. He doesn't look the same.
Wow.
So I don't know, like AI, manipulation, Hollyweirds, whatever, but it's so creepy what's happening. And when you start going down that rabbit hole.
And Kristen Cavallari, she has her podcast.
Cavallari? Did I say it wrong?
Cavallari. Listen, I don't even know how to say ashwagandha. Okay, so like, cut me some slack. Cut me some slack with Kristen's last name. I don't know. I feel
like you're more reality TV than I am. So I feel like if
I think it's Kristen Cavallari. Is that what I said the first time? You know what?
Now I don't even know.
Moving on. She has a podcast and it's called Let's Be Honest. And on the podcast, she's talking to her friend Justin, and she says that she believes 100% that Kanye West is a clone. I'm scared even saying these words because I feel like
we are nobody. They're not coming for us. They're not canceling us. They are not doing anything to us. We are safe here in Barrington.
True. So that's what Kristen said. And then now you've seen more.
Because they were saying, like, Brittany Murphy, did you watch her documentary?
Yeah. I didn't watch the documentary, but I know that they say.
Yeah, so she died of pneumonia. And the same person who did her autopsy did Kim Porter's, who was P. Diddy's baby mama, who was just about to release a book. So all these people that have been dying of pneumonia, the same similar cause of death, but has also been linked to Diddy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah, which I'm sure these are pet peeves of people, like talking about Holly and conspiracy theories. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but it's getting crazier and crazier. And if you were like the detective in the documentaries with the strings and putting them all to like the boards, like seriously, it like all weirdly connects. Like Leonardo DiCaprio's left the country. He hasn't come back because he's linked to like Diddy, one of the top ones that links to Diddy. Ashton Kutcher stepped down. He ran this charity for children, and he stepped down because he's linked to Diddy. So many things. So it's so crazy.
It is so crazy. I saw these reels on Instagram that was like, let me one last time enjoy my music from the 2000s before all these people are named and all that. Yeah, it's gross. It's disgusting. Why can't we just be good people?
Did you see Kesha?
She changed her song.
Yeah. That was awesome. For you guys who don't know, Kesha was like, wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. And then so she was just caught on video saying, wake up in the morning and F P. Diddy. So I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that has got to be rough when you have this hit song and then the guy goes down. You're like, oh,
yeah,
what a mistake. I immediately regret that.
Note to self, never talk about any other celebrity in my song.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so funny. All right. So your pet peeve is eating.
That's probably my like chewing, eating sounds, anything like that can drive me to insanity.
I pulled up this 50 pet peeves that will never fail to ruin your day. So I'm going to talk about them. And I like this list of all the lists that I saw because some are just way too obvious.
Right.
I get it. People chewing with their mouth open at the table, having their phone on them too much. Like that stuff is just etiquette. I don't even think that's a pet peeve. That's just something that nobody should like.
So it'll be interesting to see if, since you literally have no pet peeves, if anything from this list resonates with you.
I think it does.
Okay.
So number one, such a good pet peeve. People who have to one-up every story.
Oh, we know people like that.
In our brain, just circling around are all of the people we know. We're just
yeah. Or those other people, sometimes when you're in the mood, you just want to fuck with them and you're like, I want to go and tell them a story and see what they have to say about it.
How are they going to do this? That's Danielle's fun little game that she does. That's a really good way to combat the pet peeve. To be like, okay, just tell them something totally crazy and see what they come. How do they one up that you, I don't know, saw a UFO alien yesterday? Or what do they say to that? Wait, now any of our listeners, when their friend is like, so I saw a UFO alien yesterday, then that's your sign. You're the one-upper and your friend's playing our game.
Then you just say you just climbed Mount Kilimanjaro or something.
Yeah. Tara and I climbed Camelback Mountain in Arizona. Have you?
Never even heard of it.
Oh.
How big is it? Is it a big mountain?
Listen.
Did you make it all the way to the top? Did you stop in between?
Oh, we stopped, but we made it all the way to the top. And it's one of my proudest moments.
Good job.
It was not a huge mountain. And if you're probably thinking, oh, she's ridiculous for even, but no, it was a tough climb. It was hot. It was a tough climb. It was just the two of us. And several times we were like, we should just stop. Nobody's going to know. But that was like that moment in your life where you had to decide, what does it mean to you? Are you going to keep going? Nobody else can see. Nobody else is ever going to know. You could lie to everybody and say you always did it. So we pushed on and we got to the top. Proud. We took our photo. That was in like the early 2000s. I could do it again and it'd probably be way easier now that I care about fitness. Back then.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah. But still, the older you get, the harder everything is. Regardless of your endurance. I feel.
Yeah. But I don't know.
We were bummed out the other day, out of breath after doing like a 3-minute dance routine.
You can be out of breath. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe if I ever get back to Arizona, maybe that's the next girls' trip. If we ever get to Arizona,
the retreat. But that's like
I don't want to do the retreat. Okay, that retreat place. First off, it's like something ranch. I feel like I'm going to a rehab center. I don't want to go to something ranch. I feel like I'm signing up for things that I don't want to sign up for if I go.
Yeah, I can see that. But it might be relaxing too. But
it's
out of our budget anyways.
Yes, it's out of the budget.
Back to your list.
Thank God. Because we segued from all-inclusive in Mexico to what?
So that's how the algorithms happen on your phone. I was searching like girls' trips, all-inclusives, like what you can do for people who want to drink, want to relax, want to do this. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden that was my rabbit hole. I'm down because I'm getting all inclusive. So I'm getting these ranches, I'm getting these spa retreats, like all over. And I'm just like clicking. And then obviously the more you click, the more shit starts coming up in your feed. So I unfortunately, I think I spent 2 hours on my phone yesterday just going down. If it wasn't a vacation rabbit hole, it was conspiracy theories and Hollywood rabbit hole.
I love that. All right. So another thing is, this is a good one. Asking questions during a movie. Yeah. That's a big pet peeve of people.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's my pet peeve because I'm the one doing it.
You ask the questions?
Yeah.
Does Mike not watch movies with you then?
No, he does watch movies, but he like knows that my brain is once again talking about when your brain's in one spot and your body is physically here. He knows I'm not paying attention. So he sees the look on my face and he's ready for it. He knows me by now. Oh, and I think that he doesn't get annoyed. Wait, watch him now be like, I do get annoyed. I just handle it really well.
Now that you brought it up to millions of listeners, I can now tell you it bothers the shit out of me.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, my mother-in-law, that's all she does because she stays with us for a month every year, basically. Yep. And when we do family night, watch a movie, she's asking questions. And sometimes I feel like she's just asking questions to literally mess with us. Because I'm like, I look at my father and I'm like, you do this all the time with her? You watch these movies and have to explain things to her? And I'm like, she's asking a question that we still don't know. We don't know who the killer is. We don't know why the girl is that way. So it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
But only hilarious because I only have to deal with it for a short period of time.
Exactly. Or you just get numb to it. Okay. Guys who bring their guitars to every party they go to. I've never seen
that made the top 50 list.
It made number 6 of the top 50 list.
Are we just living in the wrong place? Are we hanging around with the wrong people?
Why, you wouldn't appreciate that?
No, but I've never experienced that.
I never have either.
Maybe in high school?
Yeah, in college maybe. Yeah, maybe high school. Yeah, we don't. Lucky for us, we don't surround people who say no offense often. And then like
if people say it, it doesn't bother me. Like say it if you want to say it.
I agree. And I also want to be like, do you think I care? Oh, no offense, Patty, but the music in your class today wasn't that great. Do you think I care? Do you think I care? Like,
actually, you said you're very sensitive with your feedback. So I'm sure people now really think that they need to say no offense to you just so you don't cry.
That's funny. I am just a walking, unpredictable contradiction. I prefer not the word contradiction. I prefer the word anomaly.
Okay.
I'd have to look up.
You sleep better at night. You're the anomaly.
All right. Other people staring at their phones.
There's a time and a place.
Time and a place. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. Pushy vegans. I don't know why.
They say, like, how can you tell if someone's a vegan? They never shut up about it.
Oh, that's CrossFitters or Orange Theory. How do you tell if someone did an Orange Theory? Oh, they'll tell you. Yeah. You won't be able to miss it. Oh my God, slow.
But I can't believe some of these are making that list.
I know. This is like the top 10.
This is the pet peeves for the new generation.
Why? What are yours?
With that list, maybe it's the 2024 version of pet peeves. Maybe they're just trying to keep the pet peeve list all inclusive so no one feels left out. But I feel like it's unrealistic, some of them. I'm not saying mine are.
Danielle's like, I have a much better pet peeves that everyone's going to agree
I'm
with.
going to spew out a few, and you have to tell me honestly if it bothers you.
Me or you?
I'm going to say them, but you have to tell me if they bother you.
Sure.
Because it just seems like to this whole world that you are never bothered. You're always happy and smiling. So
no,
we just want to show them that you're human. You're not like a cyborg.
Oh, I am not always happy, and I do have things that really bother me. I think I just don't use the word pet peeve. To me is like something that makes you tick, that it just instantly. I don't think I have that. It takes a lot of pen clickings.
Okay, so
to bother
three
me.
Pen clicks doesn't bother you, but a massive amount of pen clicks will drive you crazy.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
No. One pen click makes me go like this.
See, exactly. Not me at all.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
What about people who drive slow in the left lane?
Yes, that's annoying.
Okay.
You know what annoys me more than people that drive slow? People that drive too close to that car thinking that's going to, change it.
That's my husband.
So
I said, so what happens when they slam on the brakes and we're in their trunk?
And then we're like in their car.
Hi, we just wanted to tell you, get the fuck over.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like when people drive too close. My move is to go around them. But some people that I drive with will be like, no, they need to learn. You can't just go around them. Everyone has to go around them. What happens
if you can't get around them if you're boxed in?
I'm certainly not going to ride on their bumper. No, I don't do that. Oh. I get too nervous.
Okay. No, that's obviously, in most of the time, you're probably driving with children in the car.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. When am I not? You're just coming up with these off the top of your head. You don't even need to look at a list.
No, that's unfortunate for myself. And most people that know me.
What else bothers you?
There's one that bothers me, which I'm probably going to offend so many people right now.
Oh, no, it's something I do often, isn't it?
I don't, honestly, I really don't know, and I'm not just saying this for the sake. People on Facebook that post about their children and talk about their children who are under the age of 21, 18 and call them their best friend. They're not your best friend. They're your child.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah. It just literally irks me. Like, it makes me angry.
It's weird because the term best friend, like your child can't possibly be there for you in good times, bad times. And it's probably a little unhealthy if they are at 9 years old being there for you on your bad days. Like, I'm all about honesty with my kids, but there's some things that they are not privy to, that they don't know that's going on in the world. They're not my best friends. They are the best. They are my friends. They're my little mini friends to hang out with, but absolutely best. But also, I have boys. I think that's more of a girl mom thing, in which case I'm like, you guys are cute little besties.
There are people that I see that I know have boys and say my best friend.
Do you I don't know how to come back from this, Danielle. Every listener of ours that's a mom has probably said that.
I feel like in passing, fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I just feel, and maybe you don't even mean it the way it's supposed to be, but I just feel like you're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing your children a disservice, and you're doing, it's cringeworthy. It's just cringeworthy.
Do you feel like your nephews are your best friends or like your niece?
Mm-mm. They're my buddies. They're my knuckleheads. But no.
That's
maybe
true.
when Leah gets older and she's 21, 25, yeah, I can call her my bestie. But I want her to know we have that relationship where we're going to be I'll be friendly and more fun than your mom is, but I'm also going to give you rules and boundaries.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's an important role, being somebody that you look up to. And you just, of course, you want better for the next generation. So the term best friends is used very loosely, I'm sure, by these adults. Or did they just really lose themselves in motherhood and they really
don't have
anybody to talk to?
Yeah, I guess.
They don't have a friend like Danielle that's going to keep texting and just show up at your door, and they don't have that. Maybe.
Okay, if that's you and that's why you're calling your kids your best friend, then so be it. But yeah.
I'll just roll my eyes 15 more times, and then I'll get over it.
Another one probably does not bother you. Probably don't even. But when you go out to eat and everyone's getting ready to order their food, the people that have to pull out the menu and point to it and read to it as the server's taking your order. Like, you know what you're ordering. Just order it. You want a fucking hamburger. Order it. You don't have to pull out the menu and point to it and do
That's
this.
Fair. That's fair.
Unless you're at, like, an Italian restaurant or a French restaurant and you don't know how to pronounce it, fine. But let's not point to our hamburger on the menu.
I thought that you were going to say the person when it gets to be your turn to order. I'm that person a lot where I'll be like, what's your favorite thing? Is it this or this? Because I'm deciding between these two, as if the waitress or waiter has the same exact taste buds as you all of a sudden. So I didn't think that you were going to go pointing. It's just pointing. It's not even something that you could say. It's just, how dare you lift that menu up and point?
Also, too, Jen does it all the time. Drives me bonkers.
Pointing?
No, she will always, when they ask you, what side do you want with your meal? She always usually will go with a side salad. And she knows what dressing she wants. But she's like, what kind of dressing do you have? And she asks, and she makes them say it just for her to be like, let's have an Italian or a vinaigrette or whatever you have.
Oh,
and I'm like, you knew, you were in the restaurant industry. You knew what you wanted. Just say it.
Exactly.
Like, if they didn't have it, they'd say, sorry, we don't have it. And you can move on to ranch or whatever the hell. But
yes.
Oh my God. And all you out there are like, and you have friends?
No, she goes out to dinner with friends, collects all these pet peeves. This is her moment she's been waiting for to unleash.
That book's not coming out till 2026.
You're too busy on all the other stuff you're doing.
You got another podcast coming, we got a Dr. Seuss book coming. I'm producing your kids CD. we just got all the things in the make.
I feel like, okay, instead of putting that on the back burner, we should put what we actually think is ever going to be successful and then prioritize it like that.
Okay.
Because I think that unleashing on pet peeves is actually like funny than our kids' book. Who knows though? We might surprise ourselves. I think the
kids thing will definitely make more money. Pet peeves, maybe I can just open up for Nikki
Glacier? Glacier? I think it's Glacier.
So that would be funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes. That's a great idea. All right. More pet peeves. Bring them on. Bring them on.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like I've got so angry over the last few that
You're depleted.
Yeah.
Your anger has not been like hitting the dashboard button.
Yeah. Yeah, there's things that bother me, like people who put up Christmas decorations way too early. Let's enjoy Thanksgiving, please.
Really? Oh, I appreciate seeing lights for Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. I think it's nice. I think it's homey. I think it's so sweet.
I like the way it feels, Christmas decorations and Christmas lights, but I feel like everything just goes so fast. Like once Halloween hits, it's all, and then especially like even this year, Thanksgiving is later. So it's like literally Thanksgiving and then that weekend it becomes December.
Yeah, so might as well put the lights up already.
After instead of going shopping on Black Friday when everyone's off and spending money you don't spend, put your Christmas decorations up on Black Friday. Get through Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the ride with us and you stick around for more episodes and don't just cut your losses now and think I'm absolutely a terrible person, bitch, or just crazy.
No, I loved it. I'm like, is it over already? No, I felt like we were just getting started. Let it release.
I'm sure now we'll definitely sprinkle in some pet peeves throughout each episode, especially I'm hoping Patty can add some to her list.
I'll be more aware.
I'm not alone. Yeah, be aware. Write them down.
I should.
If things start to bother you, write them down.
Yes.
And then put a check mark next to them, like every time it bothers you, because then you'll know that's a pet peeve.
Yes.
It's not just like a one-time thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, again, we're going to keep being us so you can keep being you. Thanks for listening.
Life is wild, let's tell the tale. Every day dreams set a sail. Coffee cups and morning grins, laughing about the little wins. Share the highs and all the lows, couldn't be more apropos. Tune in for the laughs we share, fun and stories everywhere. Besties talking loud and clear, everyday life we hold dear.